When you read that passage, the second one, and you said you felt a thrill, I was reminded of, I think it was J.D. Salinger that said before writers were writers, they were readers. And when they had nothing worth reading, they wrote it. Right? And so, when you say that you were thrilled by the passage, they could have been, we could take that a lot of different ways. It could have been thrilled at Hemingway's life. It could have been immodestly, I'm thrilled that I was able to write that. Or it could have been, this is pleasurable to read and thrilling to read, for you as well as for us. And so I'm kind of curious as to
what I meant by that.
Yeah.
Well, I'm having such difficulty in my writing right now. I'm starting a new novel. And when I read that, I remembered that there are subjects that I have written about that seem worthy and challenging and profound, and I have to just find that again. I spoke of King Lear. People always say to me, why do you write about violence or the extreme subjects? I don't consider light-hearted comedy and, casual things the highest art. For me, I want to write about people in extremis. I want to write about things that matter and heart-rending little things. And to me, Emily Dickinson is so profound and so touching. There's just so much there. Most of you don't know, I think, the average person doesn't know. When she was in her late 30s and 40s, or maybe her late 40s, she actually did have a man who loved her. There was a man who loved her. She was actually, in a way, engaged. She was going to be married. People think she was a spinster. She was very much in love, and she wrote these nice letters to this man named Lord. His last name was Lord, and he was a friend of her father's. He was an older man. And it's just hard. To me, it's heartbreaking. She wrote so many beautiful poems, and she wrote beautiful letters and funny, girlish letters to him. And then he died. And that was kind of the end of her life, And I'm thinking, if she could hear us now and she would see her picture, she said, well, I was 15 when this picture was taken, And she would sort of feel, you all think I'm this great poet and you love my writing, but I lost my beloved, It's like the end of her life. And so there's kind of an irony and a poignancy. Like the old man walking along when the school bus goes by and the kids are kind of waving at him. They have no idea that that's Hemingway and they won a Nobel Prize. And it should mean a lot to a Nobel Prize. But to Hemingway, he didn't seem to care about his children. He didn't care about his wives, He's sort of all alone in the shell of this desiccated shell. And to me, there's something about the poignancy of being human. And that's what I felt, the thrill. And that if I could get back to writing that way when I go home, then maybe there's some hope for me.
We expect there will be. We hope there will be. Another question.